मैं आज वेक्टर का तीसरे लेक्चर में बताऊंगा कि कैसे हम वेक्टर को रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हैं इन टर्म्स ऑफ द वेक्टर्स अलोंग द एक्स एक्सिस अलोंग द वाई एक्सिस। आइए मैं शुरू करता हूं। पहले बताना चाहूंगा इस a में और 2a में क्या अंतर है। मैं भी मल्टीप्लाई किसी वेक्टर को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करूं, 3 से मल्टीप्लाई करूं, कि स्केलर से मल्टीप्लाई करूं तो क्या क्या असर होता है। दोस्तों ये वेक्टर मान लो मैं रिप्रेजेंट करता हूं, इस a से करता हूं, a और b से करता हूं, तो नेचुरली 2a जो होगा वो क्या होगा, डायरेक्शन तो सेम है, परंतु उसका मैग्नीट्यूड जो होगा, मान लो यहाँ a डैश और b डैश है, तो यहाँ पर जो a डैश b डैश की जो लेंथ है वो ट्वाइस ऑफ ab के बराबर है। पहली बात तो ये कि व्हेन वी मल्टीप्लाई ए वेक्टर by suppose a vector k, so k when is a positive it will increase the magnitude, and when k is negative it becomes the minus, the other side, opposite side of this. So पहली बात तो ये है कि स्केलर को कैसे हम करते हैं। आइए मैं आपको ये बताना चाहूंगा कि हमारे पास एक वेक्टर जो होंगे along the x एक्सिस का एक वेक्टर लेते हैं हम। हमारे पास ये वेक्टर, ये हमारे पास एक पॉइंट है एक्स वाई, सपोज इन अ प्लेन एक्स वाई एक वेक्टर है, ये एक्स एक्सिस है और ये वाई एक्सिस है। ये पॉइंट O से इस पॉइंट को मिलाया जाए, दिस इज OP। OP इज द पोजीशन वेक्टर ऑफ पॉइंट P, पोजीशन वेक्टर ऑफ पॉइंट P। वेल हियर this, if I draw perpendicular here, this is equal to A, this is equal to O, this is A, OA, AB. So this OP is equal to what? OA plus में AP. This is called, OA is called component along the x-axis. AP is known as, AP is the magnitude is known as component along the y-axis. This length is equal to x, is a component along the x-axis. This is equal to y, known as component along the y-axis. अब मैं OA वेक्टर को हम एक I वेक्टर लेते हैं। I वेक्टर एक यूनिट वेक्टर होता है। व्हाट इज यूनिट वेक्टर? एक वेक्टर यूनिट कहलाता है जिसका मैग्नीट्यूड 1 होता हो। यदि हमारे पास एक वेक्टर A है, उसका मैग्नीट्यूड 1 है, तो उसको हम यूनिट वेक्टर कहते हैं और इसको लिखा देते हैं, कैप बना देते हैं। कैप का मतलब नेता बन गया, ये नेता है, नंबर 1 पे आया ये हमारे पास नेता। A is a vector whose magnitude is equal to what? 1. We write cap on it. So it is a unit vector along x-axis, okay. And J vector is what? Unit vector along y-axis. So I take I is a unit vector, मतलब यहाँ से यहाँ तक unit vector I है। यदि मैं x, इस I को x से गुना कर दूं तो इसका मैग्नीट्यूड x हो जाएगा और डायरेक्शन वही होगी जो कि I की होगी, I की। दिस इज xi। ये J इसका यूनिट वेक्टर है, J एक यूनिट वेक्टर अलोंग द x एक्सिस, इसको y से गुना कर दूंगा तो ये बन गया AP। तो दिस इज इक्वल टू x into I प्लस में y into में J। So what is the position vector of point xy is equal to what? Xi. It is xi plus y. If I got a point 2, 3 in the plane, then what is position vector of this is equal to 2i plus 3j. If you got here, if you have suppose 4 and 5, what is the position vector of this is equal to 4i plus 5j. This is the component along the x-axis, this is the component along the y-axis. This is here. So my first point is today in this lecture is how to represent the position vector of point in a plane. Now suppose you want to find the its magnitude of this. We find the magnitude of this vector, OP magnitude. What is the position vector? This is OP is magnitude क्या होगा? What is the magnitude of this vector OP? We want to find the magnitude of OP. OP वेक्टर का मैग्नीट्यूड क्या होगा? मतलब इसका मैग्नीट्यूड का मतलब इसकी लंबाई कितनी होगी? इसकी लंबाई के लिए मुझे क्या करना होगा? ये वाला मेरे पास है, इसका OP का मैग्नीट्यूड होगा x का स्क्वायर, पाइथागोरस लगाऊंगा, प्लस y स्क्वायर अंडर रूट। So what I get? What was the OP vector? Was vector is equal to xi plus yj. Then what is its magnitude is equal to this. And suppose I use a vector A is equal to 3i plus 4j. Then what is the magnitude of A is equal to? It's a 9 plus 16. Square of this, and under root is equal to 25. Under root is equal to 5. That is the point. It's called magnitude of this. So this is here we go. This is the magnitude to find out the vector. How do you represent a point, position vector of point in xy plane? Suppose I have got not in the xy but in the space, not in the plane, but we have got a space, and we in the 3 dimensions, we have got the point like this. Suppose we have got x-axis and y-axis and z-axis here. So this point is taken as x, y, z. And if I draw here, this is equal to z here. This is equal to y, and this is x-axis. This is x component, this is y component, and this is z. Along the x-axis, I took x, I, along the unit vector along j. And suppose along the k is equal to this, then this vector OP can be written as, let's extend another dimension and known as k. This is here. We represent the position vector of point xi plus yj plus z. What's its magnitude? What is the magnitude of this is equal to what? X square plus y square plus z square and its under root. This is here. That's the one point. So we have got, suppose you got a vector A, and this vector is xi plus yj. Okay, let me take 3i plus 4j plus k. Then what is the magnitude of this? What is the magnitude of this? Is equal to 9 plus 16 plus 1 under root is equal to 26. If I multiply this by 2, it will be double. If you multiply 3, it will be double. And if you divide this vector by its magnitude, if I divide this magnitude, 3 upon under root 6 into I plus 4 into under root 26 into j plus 1 over under 26 into k, then this vector, when you divide this vector by its magnitude, it becomes a unit vector. A unit vector is that vector which has a magnitude is equal to 1. Magnitude is equal to 1. I divide a vector, we got a one vector b, and if you divide by its magnitude, this becomes a unit vector. So this is the unit vector. When you divide this, it's a unit vector. Okay, another one, suppose I got a here, a is equal to I plus j plus k, and I got the b, another one is 2i plus j plus 3k. I want to add, okay, add them. Add, you can add I to I is equal to 3i plus 2j plus 4k. I to I, j to j. If I want to find 3a plus minus b, okay, multiply by 2. 2i plus 2j plus 2k, and minus b. Minus b means 2i minus j minus 3k. Let's minus here. This is minus 2i cancel. It's equal to j or minus k is the answer. So I want to find its magnitude. What is the magnitude of 2a minus b is equal to 1 plus 1 under root 2. This is how the questions are asked in the NDA. This is the type of question we will find in NDA. Very simple to find. That is here. We get the these one number like this. So we go with the next question. Suppose I got one question to ask you and to explain you the one question. Here, suppose I got a vector A is equal to 2i plus j plus 5k. Okay. B is another vector is equal to 4i plus 2j minus k. I want to find 2a plus 3b. Its magnitude. What will be its magnitude? What will be its magnitude, friend? What? We have to find the magnitude of 2a and plus 3b. I want to find. First of all, I'll calculate the 2a plus 3b. I'll calculate this. I'll have the calculation of this will be, first of all, I'll have 2a. What is 2a plus 3b? 2a plus 3b is equal to, okay, twice of this, 4i plus 2j plus 10k and plus 12i plus 6j minus 3k. Okay. 69, 8j and 7k. Well, you want to find its magnitude. Okay, this is the magnitude is equal to square root of what? 256 plus 64 plus 649. We add this. This is equal. This is 6 and 3. Okay, this is the answer you get find out. So you should know how to find the magnitude. This type of question has been asked in the examination. Okay, with this introduction, I go the product of two vectors. My first product of vectors is called scalar. My next topic that I have to do is the product of vectors. This is the product of vectors. This is the only syllabus that you have got product of two vectors, only two vectors. In NDA, you got only two vectors, not three vectors. We don't have triple vectors. Only syllabus in NDA says the product of two vectors. So we will have two vectors. There are two products. One product is called scalar product. Scalar product are known as a dot product, or known as dot product. This, as the name suggests, it is a dot. When you got two vectors A and B and they multiply, this is equal to magnitude of A, magnitude of B into cos theta here. This is a scalar quantity here, scalar A dot B. You, A is a vector here, this is a B, so this angle is equal to theta. Go from here to here, from A to B. So what is B dot A is equal to? B dot A is equal to magnitude of B into magnitude of A into cos. Now theta will be from B to A. It is equal to minus theta. But cos A, cos minus theta is equal to cos theta. Therefore, I say A dot B and B dot A is the same. This is called, this is here is a commutative law. Commutative law comes for dot product is a commutative law. Commutative law comes into A dot B is equal to B dot A. This is here. Now, we have got A dot B. So, let's see. A dot B will be equal to 0 if this theta is equal to 90. If A is perpendicular to B, then A dot B is equal to 0. That's one. Okay, this will be here. Or in case of the parallel, when theta is equal to 0, then A dot, this is equal to 1, A dot B is equal to. So A dot A I want to find, A dot A. The magnitude of A into magnitude of A into cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. So this is equal to this. So I will be using this. Modulus of A square is equal to A dot A, A dot A. A dot A is equal to this. When I say this, I say that the A plus B, suppose I say A plus B modulus square is equal to what? A plus B modulus square is equal to what? Is suppose I want to find A plus B, this one is equal to 1. So this will be, I'll just write the top, I'm using this and I'll be clearing this point. In a scalar product, we have got, I said modulus of A square is equal to what? A dot A. So I say, what is modulus of A plus B whole square? So this means A plus B and bracket A plus B. This means I find this is A dot A. This is a distributive law happens. A dot B plus C is equal to A dot B plus A dot C. Distributive property holds for vector and scalar product. So here B dot A plus B dot B. Magnitude of A square, my friends. A dot B and B dot A same, twice of A dot B because the commutative law. A modulus of this square. This is here it is. So if A and B are perpendicular, A and B perpendicular, then A dot B must be equal to 0. And then in this case, A plus B whole square, modulus this one is equal to modulus of A square plus modulus of B square. This is it. So this is one point. I remember one more question here on this concept. I'll do one question. The question is, if modulus of A is equal to 1 and say 2, modulus of B is equal to what, 3, and modulus of C is equal to 1, and suppose A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. Suppose A plus B plus C is equal to say 3. Then what is A dot B plus B dot C plus C dot A must be equal to? This is my question. Here I go. A plus B plus C, A plus B plus C. Okay, if I multiply this A plus B plus C dot A plus B plus C, this is equal to what? 9. Do right. A dot A is magnitude of A का square plus magnitude of B का square plus magnitude of C square twice of A dot B plus twice of B dot C plus twice of C dot A is equal to 9. This is equal to modulus of A square plus modulus of this is equal to what? This is equal to 4. This is equal to 9. This is equal to 1. So this is equal to, make it, I say, let me make it 47. It's equal to 49. I just make a change in the, because I question my own, therefore bear with me. 49. Therefore this is equal to 14. Let's minus 14 this side. Is equal to 5 and 3. And therefore A dot B and B dot C, this we will calculate so quickly, and this is equal to 5 and divide by 2. So this is how the question can be done. When this is given to us, this can be already done. Now I go back to the definition of scalar product, and I'll just tell you one more point. This is the point is, suppose A is vector is equal to what? A into I, A1 into I plus B1 into J plus C1 into K. Suppose A is a vector given in terms of I, J, K. B is another vector. This is equal to A2 into I plus B2 into J plus C2 into K. I want to find A dot B. Well, friend, when I dot I, okay, when I dot I is a unit vector, modulus of this is equal to this is equal to magnitude of I is equal to 1, 1 cos 0 is equal to 1, so answer is 1. But when I and J are done, they are perpendicular to 0. So I dot I, A1 into A2, this is equal to 0, this is equal to 0, this is equal to 0, this is B1, B2 and C1, C2. This is here. The A dot B is equal to A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2. When you multiply two vectors, this is here the vector is to be done. This is vector I dot J. This is the vector to go. Well, friends, I dot I is equal to what? That is the one part. Now, suppose I here this this is equal to magnitude of A into magnitude of B into cos theta. Therefore, cos theta is equal to what? A1 A2 plus B1 B2 plus C1 C2 divided by magnitude of A. What is magnitude of A? A1 square plus B1 square plus C1 square under root. And this is equal to A2 square, B2 square and C2 square under root. This is here. We get these cos theta. We want to find the angle between the two. We will go with this formula. Cos theta is equal to A1 A2 here. This is one part. Second part is if I got to know this is AB is a one segment represented by A, and B is another vector here. I want to find the projection of this. Let the projection is equal to Tn. This is the project. This is the projection. So what will be the projection of A? Projection of A on the vector B. I want to find what is the projection. So to find Tm, I would like to draw this is equal to C. This Tm is equal to AC. And what is AC? AC is the what? Angle theta here. This theta is also an angle between A and B. And this AC upon AB is equal to cos theta. This is equal to AB cos theta. What is AB? Is magnitude of A. What is cos theta? A dot B divided by magnitude of A or magnitude of B. Cut. This is equal to A dot B divided by magnitude of B. So remember, the projection of A on B is called A dot B divided by magnitude of A. This is one to go. This is here. Similarly, therefore, this is application of one dot product. This is A dot B divided by magnitude of B. The next one is, suppose there is a one particle here, force is applied on it, and this has been displaced from this point to this point. Then what is work done? Work done is equal to force into displacement. Displacement is from here to here. This is PQ. This is PQ. This is a force, and this force is force into displacement. Okay, this is work. So this is the magnitude. This is here. It is. This is displacement. This is equal. This upon this upon cos theta. This is displacement. The work done, force into displacement, I just take this is the work done in the direction of the force. This is equal to ye wala, this is equal to F dot PQ. That is one part. This is here. This is the force into displacement is the work done. So my point is basically is how the application of this. In my next video, I'll be doing the question based on the scalar product. That was next one. This will be the question asked in NDA. I'll be discussing the question which have been asked based on scalar product. So thank you for today. Next video will be on the basically on principle of this which I talked to you today. Thank you.